Hey guys, happy Halloween. I'm doing a costume video today. Realistically, probably should have done this last week when people were still looking for costumes. But if you're like really late to picking out a costume or you have something going on this weekend, here's some ideas for you. I have 5 different looks that I'm gonna be showing you. 3 of them are things that I'm actually being for Halloween and that I've collected the pieces for, and 2 of them I just created with stuff that I had around my apartment. So there's a good mix of stuff for you to choose from if you're late to choosing a costume. And if you already have your costumes and you're just watching this, enjoy it. Okay, so before we get started, most of the stuff that I got that I didn't already have, I got from Shein. Just because it's cheap. I know it's not necessarily the best, but I'm only wearing these like once. But some of these things I can reuse. So this one is actually kind of funny. If you watched my video last year, I had an Olivia Rodrigo costume and it was her from her Deja Vu music video. This year I have another Olivia Rodrigo costume, which is actually what I'm being for Halloween. But this one is more of one of her tour looks. So if you don't know, I've been like a pop star 3 years. Well, this will be my 3rd year. 2 years ago, I was Sabrina Carpenter. Last year, I was Tate McRae. And then this year, I'm going to be Olivia Rodrigo. So I have this tank top that says, "I'm just a girl." It was really just a white tank top. And then I put the words on it with a Cricut machine. So here's the tank top. And it's kind of like the thin tank top, which is what I was going for. And then I just have this like red bra to go under it. I have these tights that she wears with the stars on them, which is really fun. And then the sparkly shorts that she wears, which are like reflecting on my walls right now. But overall, these are like stretchy, so that's nice. For shoes, I obviously have my Doc Martens. These are pretty old. They also aren't platform, but they'll work and people know what I'm being. Lastly, I have these 2 necklaces that I'm gonna wear with it just to give it a little bit more detail. The picture I was going off of, she had on a lot of necklaces too. So this one's just like a lock. And then this one is lightning bolts. So yeah, that's the Olivia Rodrigo costume. Also, when I show you these, they aren't really gonna be, like my hair and makeup's not gonna be done for it, but you'll at least be able to see the costume. I would probably straighten my hair with this costume. Here's the Olivia Rodrigo costume. Like I said, I'm gonna straighten my hair. I think that'll make it look a lot better, but here's the shirt like up close. I just put the letters on it today, so I'm really excited about that. Here's this. The tights already have a snag in them, I will say. I put them on a few times and they're like really thin, so I'm not shocked at that. And then there's the Doc Martens. The only thing that would make this better would be if I had like a red megaphone. This next one is a mime costume, and I've honestly started to see these a lot more, which makes me kind of mad because I did come up with this before I saw it all over TikTok, so I'm hoping there won't be too many people doing this. I have this black beret. This is honestly the main reason that I did it. I got this beret when I was in Paris during a trip while I was studying abroad, and I wanted another reason to wear it. So that's kind of the main reason I did this costume, but black beret. And then I ordered these white gloves to go with it because I feel like that's just kind of makes it more mime-like. And then I have this striped off the shoulder top and this red choker to wear with it. Instead of doing like a tie, I figured this would be a little easier and like out of my way. And then I have these are like the cutest tights ever. They're white, almost like fishnet, but it's like waffly almost, I guess is more so what it's like. But then it has these holes down the front with these bows on it, which is probably one of my favorite details about the whole costume. The only thing is this is kind of an off-white and everything else is white, but I don't think it'll be too much of a big deal. Then I just have this black mini skirt to go with it, which I already owned also. And as for the shoes, I thought these loafers that I had would be perfect for it. I just feel like these are the right vibes of a mime. Here's the mime costume. I really love all of the details on this one. I think there's just so many accessories that make this one so good. And then I also did do my hair a little bit. I just put it in these like pigtails. I'm probably gonna curl them for the real thing and then tie these into little bows. But I do really like how it looked. And then here's the choker and the gloves. These tights are also super comfortable and really stretchy, so that's a plus. And then I'm also gonna do some fun mime makeup with this one, which I'm really excited for. But I do really love the top too. I love off the shoulder. I think it's really cute. You could also do this with shorts too if you didn't want to do a skirt. The next costume utilizes some of the pieces from the mime costume, and it's one that I kind of just threw together with stuff that I have at my house. So it's Wednesday Addams. I feel like that's a pretty popular one since the new show came out, but also very easy to do, especially like if you have a lot of black in your closet. So first I have this white button up with this like detailed collar, and it has puff sleeves too. So you can wear this, and then under that, or I guess that's what you wear under, and then over that I have this black vest, which honestly, I wish this was more of a fitted vest. I might pin it to look fitted because it's kind of boxy. But anyway, a black vest. And then I'm utilizing the same black skirt from the mime costume. So same black skirt. And then I have these like sheer black tights, which are from one of my Halloween costumes last year. And then for shoes, I have my Doc Martens, or I could wear the loafers from the mime costume. I feel like I'm gonna go with these though. Here's the Wednesday costume. This honestly turned out way better than I thought it would with just like stuff that I have. I did end up pinning this. You can see it in the back. If I were to actually wear this, I would honestly probably take it in on the sides with my sewing machine. So yeah, it would probably look like this, but I do really like this. And then here are the Doc Martens. Honestly, if you wanted to add even a little bit more of a touch, you could do some white socks sticking out of the Doc Martens. But I really like the way that the collar and the sleeves are working with this. And then I did put my hair in the braids to add to the effect. So there's that. I will say, when I was putting this on, if you don't do the vest and you had like a apron, you could literally just be a maid with pretty much the exact same costume. Here's what it looks like without the vest. Like I said, if you just put like a little apron on and got like the maid hat, this would honestly be perfect for that also. So that one's kind of a 2-in-1. If I did do this, I would probably not do the braids, but you know. This next one is super fun. So me and my friend this year, we're being Monster High Dolls, which is a pretty popular costume. We just thought it would be really fun. So I'm gonna be Frankenstein. And I'm obviously gonna do a lot of fun makeup with this one. So I'm gonna do like stitches, and I'm gonna put some green on my face. I'm not gonna do that for the video, but I mean, if you wanna see it, watch my TikTok. I'm sure it'll be on there. Also, this is kind of like, I based the outfit off of Frankenstein. It's not like an exact replica of what she wears, like her typical costume. But yeah, I'm gonna be Frankenstein, and then my friend's gonna be Draculaura. So I have this tank top, well, halter top. I'm just gonna do this. And it has a buckle on it, which I thought was cool because that's kind of what she has on her skirt. So I thought this tied it in on the top nicely. To go with it, I obviously have like the plaid skirt. I wish it was a little bit of a different blue. This is kind of what hers is like. It's a little bit more green though. So I wish it was like that, and I wish I had a little red in it, but this was the best I could find that wasn't like 30 bucks. So this is what I went with. I still think it's really fun, and I'm really, really excited to wear it. And then to go with that, I have just plain regular fishnets to add to the costume. I love adding tights to Halloween costumes. I don't know, I think it adds so much. So I normally do add them to my costumes, but yeah, these are just regular fishnets. Also, if you want fishnets that hold up, I've heard it's like really good to buy them off dance websites. These ones I did not buy off of a dance website, but I do know the fishnets that people wear for dance are really good because I have had some of them. And then a little extra for this one is I have hair clip-ins. So I have these white ones because her hair is black and white. This one's already been opened and it's been sitting in my closet, still a little tangled, but I have a lot that are unopened. And then I know she doesn't have any blue in her hair, but I did buy these like blue tinsely hair clip-ins also because I thought it would add a lot. This one's also been sitting in my closet, so it's a little tangled, but I had to try it out. And then one other little touch that I have for this one is the same lightning bolt necklace that I did for the Olivia Rodrigo one, just because like it's Frankie Stein, like that's kind of her whole thing. So I thought that added a little bit to the costume. I know that like a lot of the Monster High, they wear heels. However, I'm not gonna be doing that. Well, kind of, these are like platform wedge boots, but I just thought these were so Monster High. Like these are so Monster High all coated. So I'm gonna be wearing these with the costume. And these are Steve Madden. Here's Frankie Stein. It's obviously a little different than her actual thing, but I feel like it gets the point across. I love the boots. I also added these like knit hand things. They're from another old costume that I did. And then here's the hair things. And I still need to go in and trim them. And I only put in one of each, but here's what they look like up close. And then I have on the necklace. So yeah. This next one is a very, very, very basic Halloween costume. However, it is really easy to do with stuff that you just own. So I recommend it if you're kind of like behind on a costume. It's literally just a cheetah, or you could be any animal if you have any animal print in your closet. Another thing that's popular is party animals. So you'll do this costume with like a party hat. But I'm just gonna do a regular one. So I just have this like leopard print, I think. I don't know, there's like a debate between like people saying the wrong one, cheetah print or leopard print, but I don't know, it's a print. So this is the shirt. I got it from Urban Outfitters. And then I have that paired with these leather shorts that I used for a Halloween costume my freshman year, so 3 years ago. And I have reused them a couple of times since, which is nice. And then I love adding tights, so I have the same fishnets from the Frankie Stein costume. And obviously, if you wanted to add more of an effect, you could rip them a little bit. I think that would add a lot to the costume. And obviously, you can do like the cat makeup too. That would make it a little better. Just for some accessories, I have a headband. Obviously, if you have something with ears on it, it might be a little better. Or I've seen people make their hair into ears, like they'll do little braids and then pin it up. So that's always an option too. And then I have these leg warmer kind of things. I wore them for my Tate McRae costume. They're really wrinkled, but they buckle and they like tie right below your knee and they go over your shoes. So I thought that would be like a fun touch. It also kind of is like the same material as the shorts, so I'll tie that in. And then just for some decorations, I have this belt, which you could wear loosely and like let it sit however. I just think it's fun. Like I said, it just adds to the visual appeal of it. And then I have these two bracelets. I honestly have another one. I might wear all three. And then for shoes, this one I just have my trusty platform Converse because you're not going to see them too much. But I also think the white of the shoes ties in the white lace from the top. All right, and here's the cheetah leopard one. I love these things. I think they add so much to it. And then the belt I think is really fun. I like these. I like that they tie in the belt. Overall, I really like this one actually. And then here's the Converse with it. I think the only thing that could make this cooler is if you had some kind of necklace. However, I don't really have one that I think ties into the costume too well. So, and then here's an up close up headband. And that was all of the costumes. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok so that you can see my Halloween content because I'll be posting my costumes on both of those. So you'll be able to see the final look with hair and makeup and everything. And don't forget to subscribe. Hope you liked it. Bye.